And the next video, I try to show you a very good model of the block machine. It's powered by hydraulic, but it doesn't use electricity. So because this is powered by diesel engine, so that means very good for the people who doesn't have the electricity power. So like you can use the block machine in at the bush side, or maybe in a village there's not enough electricity. You can use this block machine because it doesn't use electricity. It's powered by diesel engine. And also, you know why I said this block machine is a new model? Because we updated, we improved our design, and plus two hydraulic cylinder, and compared with one. Now there are three hydraulic cylinder to compress the blocks and to process it, the block machine. So that means with the three the hydraulic cylinder, you know, the processing of the blocks or lift up or compress the blocks will be more easier compared with the old model. And like what you see now, we take use the best brand of the diesel engine in China. And also the horsepower of the diesel engine, now we enlarge it to be 22 horsepower. And before, or some other suppliers will be used only 15 horsepower. So 15 horsepower is not enough to power the 25 hydraulic pump. Now also the hydraulic pump, we also enlarge the capacity. Now is the 25, the model is 25 hydraulic pump. With this higher the capacity, you know, the whole engine, the whole hydraulic system can supply the very big hydraulic pressure to the block machine to compress the blocks. And with you know, the battery, we give you the battery and you know, the automatic starter. So that means it can be started automatically instead of the manual handle like this one. And before you have to start the diesel engine with the manual power, with the hand power. But now you can use the starter with the key easily, very easy. I will show you. Huh? 那个这样不的，这样加油没这好。哦。And later I want to show you how to start it. And here, at the same time, you have to give the power to the oil, right? Okay, now I think you can get it. It's more easier for the manual starter. Now it's better. And here is the battery charge. So at the same time, you know, the diesel engine is rolling, is working. At the same time, it will charge electricity to inside the battery right here. This one is the electricity charger. And here you will fill the hydraulic oil here. Before you use it, you have to fill the hydraulic oil. And here is the measurement for you to understand how much quantity of the hydraulic oil you have already filled this part. And this one, diesel engine. This one for the entrance for the diesel engine. You have to fill. And here is for the water for the water, you have to fill the pure water to cooling the diesel engine, right? Here is the filter. Here's the filter. And this one you have to remember. You have to remember to fill the engine oil before you use it, or before you use it. Engine oil. That's all. That's all. And this one is also a hydraulic oil cooling system. Normally you have to out here. You have to buy a water pipe with the water tube. This one for the entrance, this one for the exit, for the water recycle cooling. You know, if the water go through this system, it can cool in the hydraulic oil, and to keep the hydraulic oil, the temperature to be low, so the hydraulic pressure will get normal. This one, remember, and the water cannot be wasted because it will be recycled. Inside this cooling system. And here is the hydraulic pump we take use. Now you can see it's 25. Okay. Hey, yeah, its capacity is 25. So with 25 capacity, it will be supplied a big power to vibration here, to vibration the table here. And also we design 1, 2, 3, 4 the column, the nylon columns, and to give the enough space to vibration. Okay, but I would like to give you some tips for you to understand how to produce the best quality of the blocks with our machine. After you received our block machine, that doesn't mean you can use it. You can use it to produce the best quality of the blocks. But you have to get the tips, get to know the key tips for you to manage this block machine very well. Okay, first of all, just like what you see, what I give you the direction. After you fill the pellets, okay. Okay, now after you have to feed the pellets, right? Okay. You feed the pellets, and now, if you plan to produce the block height is 200, that means you will use the tips. Will be tiller. To measure it, like here. Okay, you measure it from the mold box bottom. From here to here is 200 mm. That means you want to produce the 200 mm blocks height. Okay, you will, after you measure it, and this part, right? After you drop down the mold box, and now you measure it, right? You measure it, and to let the top mold drop inside, the second inside the mold box, and try to adjust this part, right? To fix this part. So this part, the function of this part to control the block height. And later on, you drop down the mold box. Touch the pellets, and then fix this part. This part is to control the mold box height. So after you touch the pellets, remember to leave a distance here. About 1 centimeter. That means 10 millimeter. So that the spring will get enough space for vibration. It's the tips for you to get to know. Yeah. And the most important for you to remember, it's only these parts. This part is to control the block's height you want to produce. And if you would like to extend the hollow blocks to be the pivots, that means you have to, to adjust the location a little down from maybe about 140, because the block's height is 200 mm and the pivot height is only 60. So if the two amount decrease, will be at just 140 millimeter down. That's all. I think that's all. And this is the 3 handle. It's for control the different processing of the hydraulic pump. Like this one is to control the vibration hydraulic pump, hydraulic cylinder. I don't know, hydraulic motor. And this one to lift up the mold. This one to lift up the mold, and this one to lift up the mold box. So they are easy to get to know how to use it.